Hey everyone, in the last devlog I showed you all the guppies and the mollies that I finished creating before I went on my trip away. Since then I've finished a bunch of other fish, the platies, tetras, angelfish and the rams. I'll show some of the variants of each species in the background. For those that are new to the channel and Melorium, it's an idle game in which you earn coins by selling fish or feeding fish and collecting the coins they drop. You also profit from aquariums which you are not actively viewing passively. There is also a research mechanic to the game. To unlock new types of fish or critter, you must hit the research points threshold for that unlock. This means to fully complete the game, you will have had every fish and critter variant in your aquarium at some point or another. Fish and critter have rarities, and when purchasing them, you can get common, rare, or exotic breeds, with of course exotic being the least likely to spawn. The game will have 3 modes: the main mode, which will be focusing on research, coins, and overall aquarium incomes. Productivity mode, which basically turns the game into a chill background or screensaver, and allows you to add tasks, both timed and non-timed, to keep you from distractions. And lastly, creativity mode. This last mode hasn't been made quite yet, but it will allow you to create aquarium layouts using props, which you can then use in both the other modes of the game. I updated the UI of the game quite a bit. It's not final for sure, I'm just trying to solidify a consistent theme throughout every menu and interface within the game. I'm pretty happy with the main menu now, but the settings menus and the aquarium creator menus, I'm not too keen on the color palette. I think I'll mess around with some transparency in these menus and see if I can get it looking good without it looking too busy on the screen with all the in-game stuff happening in the background. I did add a couple of sound effects to the game, which I'd said I would do in the last devlog, but nothing too game-changing. I've added some bubble sound effects when spawning fish or critters, and some clicking to the buttons in the UI. The click sound effect I like. The bubbles I do like, but when you spam the spawn fish or critter button, it does get kind of annoying. So I may need to rethink that sound or add more varieties to it. With adding the new fish, I've come across some interesting bugs when creating and spawning within the aquariums. These bugs will unfortunately take priority over the more visible changes in the game, but in the next devlog I plan on creating some freshwater critters. Currently for saltwater we have the snails and the crabs, and for the freshwater we have the shrimp. For freshwater I plan on making corridoras and plecos, as well as a different type of snail for the starter tank. I may add one more saltwater critter into the game, so they both have 3, and then the shrimp tank can be a separate option. At the moment I'm kind of thinking of adding starfish. Instead of them crawling around the aquarium, I might make it so they're static and the coins get vacuumed to the center. I will try and make the UI a bit more consistent and redesign it a bit, both for the PC version and the mobile, as well as add a few more sounds. The game itself isn't crazy far from being finished. After the next update, I need to create way more props and hook back up the placement tool I originally made. Then I can remake the creative mode. After this, I'll design more pre-made aquariums to choose from in the tank creator tool. I'll add more sound effects and music all throughout the game, and then it's just a polishing and balancing phase, and it should be done. I'm sure saying that will jinx it, and I'll wake up one day to 1,000 bugs, but we'll see how that goes. Thanks so much for watching the video this far through. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. It would really mean a lot. If you want to check out some of my other videos, they'll be on the screen now. I can't promise the next devlog will be anytime soon, but I will try and get the update out as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.